English.
Это просто.
Lesson 27.
Урок 27.
Let's chat.
Давай поболтаем.
What happened last night?
Ник встречает Саманту и спрашивает, почему она не была на рок-концерте вчера вечером. Блок 1.
We arranged to go to the concert last night. What happened to you?
Sorry, I only remembered when it was too late. I really wanted to see them.
They played all their greatest hits. You missed a great time.
I can imagine. I liked their concert in their previous world tour.
Yes, but I preferred last night's performance. They really pulled out all the stops.
Блок 2.
It sounds super, especially compared to my evening. I stayed at home and washed my hair.
I guess you also watched that old musical on TV with Elvis in.
No, I didn't. They showed that the night before last. Last night's film starred John Travolta.
I hate the way he danced in Saturday Night Fever, and the way he dressed always looked stupid.
Actually, he reminded me a lot of you.
Дебби зашла навестить своих родителей. В дверях ее встречает отец. Блок 3.
Hello, Dad. I tried to phone you yesterday, but no one answered.
Hello, my dear. No, yesterday your mum and I decided to visit Joyce and Eric.
I phoned all through the afternoon and the evening as well.
Sorry, love. We only planned to pop in for an hour, but we stayed till quite late.
Блок 4.
I bet you enjoyed yourselves.
Yes, thanks. We talked, played a little bridge, and then Joyce cooked a lovely meal.
And then you walked back home in the rain?
No, the rain started just when Mum opened the front door of the house.
I phoned to ask if you wanted to come for a meal at my place. I tried earlier, but you were out again.
Oh, what a pity you missed us. But I tell you what, we can come round tonight.
New words.
Новые слова.
Pull out all the stops.
Блок 5. Выражение
To pop in, to pop out.
означает войти или выйти, часто неожиданно, на короткое время.
We only planned to pop in for an hour.
Mary has time to pop out to the shop before John pops in to see her.
I need to pop out for a newspaper.
Существуют похожие выражения,
To drop in, to call round.
которые означают заходить к кому-то, навещать, посещать кого-то, обычно без предварительной договоренности.
We are near Mary's. Let's drop in and see her.
When you are near a post office, drop in and get some stamps.
If you want, you can call round to my place later.
The children like to drop in Grandad's house every afternoon.
The dog is happy when the neighbors call round.
To pull out all the stops.
Означает выражать свои чувства без всякого стеснения, выложиться полностью, показать, на что способен, очень постараться. Примеры.
They always pull out all the stops at their concerts.
If I pull out all the stops, I can get all the exercises correct.
The drivers want to win the race, so they are going to pull out all the stops.
Блок 6.
To miss something or someone.
Означает упустить, пропустить кого-либо или что-либо, не застать кого-либо.
Do you miss your mother's cooking?
They must hurry or they will miss the concert.
Every day I call round, but I miss you by a few minutes.
When we arrive late, we miss the food.
Talking.
Поговорим о разном.
Bright green shoes.
Миссис Берри звонит в обувной магазин и спрашивает продавца о паре красивых туфель, которые она видела там вчера. Блок 7.
Good morning. Yesterday afternoon, I called in to try on a pair of bright green shoes displayed in your window.
Yes, madame. I remember you calling. You wanted to buy them, but you needed to go to the bank.
That's right. But just as I arrived there, it closed.
Oh, what a shame. We waited for you to come back in the afternoon.
Good. This morning, I traveled by bus into town, and as soon as the bank opened, I asked for the money for the shoes.
Блок 8.
Unfortunately, madame, we returned the bright green shoes to the display at 9:30 this morning.
But I looked when I entered the shop, and they aren't there now, and it's only 9:45.
Yes, madame. A few minutes ago, a young woman asked to try them on.
Do you mean that girl who passed me in the doorway?
Yes, madame. She especially wanted shoes in that color.
Bright green shoes for a girl with a bright green dress and bright green hair. To me, she looked exactly like a bright green parrot.
Yes, madame. Exactly the same thing crossed my mind, too.
New vocabulary.
Новая лексика.
It never crosses my mind.
Блок 9.
To cross someone's mind.
Так говорят о мысли, которая приходит кому-либо в голову.
It never crosses her mind to arrive early.
It often crosses their minds to go on holiday in France.
Every morning, exactly the same thing crosses my mind.
Блок 10. Выражение
Just as.
обозначает как раз, именно, как только.
It's always the same. Just as I arrive at the bank, it closes.
She always phones just as the film is starting.
The letters arrive just as I am leaving.
Выражение
Just as.
также употребляется, когда мы сравниваем что-то или кого-то и находим, что они похожи.
This banana is just as good as the last one.
Fiona is just as pretty as Sue.
The French drivers are just as terrible as the Italian ones.
I am just as clever as you.
Блок 11. А вот еще примеры употребления в предложениях слова
Just.
My niece is just 7 years old.
They have just enough money to buy some bread.
They are just leaving the house now.
I arrive just in time to watch the news on TV.
Блок 12.
What a shame the meal is so bad.
She thinks it is a shame to miss so many lessons.
There are no tickets. What a shame.
It's raining again. What a pity for the boat race.
Oh dear, he's going to be late for the train.
You poor boy, you have to start again from the beginning.
Grammar is easy.
Грамматика – это просто.
The past simple tense.
Блок 13. Простое прошедшее время от правильных глаголов образуется очень просто. Нужно только глаголу добавить окончание
ed.
Play, played.
Watch, watched.
Work, worked.
They played all their greatest hits.
You watched an old musical on TV.
Janet worked in China for a year.
Блок 14. Когда вы ставите вопрос в простом прошедшем времени, Порядок слов остается таким же, как и в настоящем времени. Только вместо слова
do, does,
вы должны использовать слово
did.
Did Mrs. Berry go to the bank?
Did you have time to go for a swim?
Did they visit Ireland in their holidays?
Блок 15. Отрицательные формы глаголов в простом прошедшем времени образуются так же, как и в настоящем времени. Только вместо слова
Don't, doesn't,
вы должны использовать
didn't.
Yesterday, I didn't go to school.
Those old men didn't like their lunch, so they did not eat it.
Didn't the parrot like the engineer?
The sound of English.
Так звучит английский.
Past talk.
Блок 16. Вот некоторые слова, в которых в прошедшем времени
Ed,
звучит как
d.
He travelled to work by car.
They enjoyed the meal.
She played cards all night.
We arrived late at the party.
Pete and Mary stayed in a hotel.
блок 17. А вот слова, которые в прошедшем времени имеют в окончании звук
She asked if I cooked dinner.
They watched the game and talked.
I stopped and helped the old lady.
I liked the way she talked to me.
We walked all the way home.
блок 18. А вот примеры слов, в которых окончание
Ed,
произносится как
it.
We wanted to dance all night.
They painted the house red.
Who decided to leave?
The film ended early.
Nobody invited me.
Try this.
«Попробуй свои силы». Блок 19.
Exercise 3. Listen and join the questions to the right answers.
Did you miss that concert?
Yes, I missed it.
Did you call in that bookshop?
No, it was closed.
Did Janet notice those nice shoes?
Yes, and she liked them very much.
Did your parents enjoy the lunch?
Yes, they enjoyed it a lot.
Did you arrive late at school?
I tried to hurry up, but I missed my bus.
Блок 20.
Exercise 5. Listen and circle which of the two sentences you hear.
Kate liked all her old school friends.
They dressed nicely and danced all evening.
Did you stay at home and wash your hair?
Блок 21.
Exercise 7. Use the words to make complete sentences in the simple past tense.
The Queen listened to the radio.
Mrs. Berry wanted to buy some shoes.
John Travolta reminded me a lot of you.
Last night, I watched an old film on TV.
The tourists danced and played bridge till quite late.
You asked me to stay.
Блок 22.
Exercise 11. Listen and fill in the chart.
Yesterday, John and Kate did a lot of things together. In the morning, they looked for shoes in the shoe shops. In the afternoon, they wanted to buy tickets to a concert.
They waited for 1 hour to buy them, but they didn't get them, so instead they walked in the park with John's dog. In the evening, they stayed at Kate's home. They talked and watched TV.
Later, Kate cooked a lovely meal. They listened to some music and danced. They really enjoyed their evening together.
Get it right.
Пойми это правильно.
Don't get cross.
Блок 23. Слово
Cross.
может выступать в роли существительного со значением крест.
Put a cross in the right box.
It's a heavy cross to carry.
Слово
Cross.
может выступать и в роли глагола со значением пересекать, переходить, скрещиваться, креститься.
She wanted to cross the street.
The same thing crossed my mind as well.
Cross out the wrong answer.
Блок 24.
This morning, Andy looked very cross.
My parents enjoy doing the crossword together.
They arrived at the crossroads.
That bad boy double-crossed us.
Tomorrow, we're going on a cross-country run.
I really want you to win, so I am keeping my fingers crossed.
Here are the answers. Cross your fingers.
Come again?
Что?
The past is past.
Блок 25.
To be first past the post.
I don't care who it is. The first past the post gets the gold cup.
Блок 26.
A blast from the past.
Listen to that song. It is really a blast from the past.
Блок 27.
I wouldn't put it past somebody.
I wouldn't put it past Tom to take your car without asking you.
Блок 28.
It's a thing of the past.
Jane and Fred aren't going out together. That's a thing of the past.